Managing grievances, the different parties involved, and reviewing the responses in a collaborative manner can be tricky in some cases. Ensuring your stakeholders' grievances are also addressed in a proper manner is a must for project success. This video will show you how to accomplish it. What we define a grievance as is it's an actual or perceived wrongdoing that leads to maybe a resentment or sense of injustice due to unfair treatment. We actually have a tool that helps you track, assess, and ensure your grievances are being addressed in the proper manner and that the proper risks are being identified. We're going to take a look at how to do that now. Let's get right into it. You can do the same manipulations that you do in the grievances form that you do in other forms like individuals or organizations, where we can change this to a detailed view, for example, to get more information. We can have our filters here to track the status or the type of grievance. We can do the different filters like we do in other forms as well. Now, I have a grievance here already. You can see that it is related to a truck crashing through a stakeholder's fence. Let's actually click into it and learn what we can do inside of a grievance. So here is the main page right now that you land on when clicking into a grievance. We have the title of the occurrence, which is also reflected up here. We have a few other fields that are filled out, like the address and the location of the incident, the responsible person, and even the engagement plan that this grievance is involved in. We could go to the description here, see some information that was entered about the grievance, like the type that it is, the details of it, the subjects that it touches, how it was received by, a lot of really nice information here. And you can even see the business day and process duration of the grievance as well. We can see the team members and collaborators that are involved, some of the engagements that might have happened here, such as communications, issues, other grievances that are related to this one, engagement plans it may be a part of, or commitments that may be related to this grievance as well. We could get those lists just by clicking in. As always, you can see this one doesn't have much movement, but this is a part of an engagement plan here. We do have another few areas like assessment, follow-up, and closeout. These will be covered in the next video on the workflow of grievances, and these ones for now we will just skip over. There are also a few other fields that I would like to highlight here at the bottom left of a grievance record. As always, you can access your related reports, attach any relevant documents, view any tasks or create any tasks that may be related to this grievance, look at the action history, seeing what's been happening since the record was created, and even add your personal comments here, a nice little comment section. Just wanted to highlight those as well. That's it for navigating inside of a grievance. Let's go ahead and actually log a real example now. We're going to navigate back into the grievance form. And now, as always, in order to create a record inside of Borealis, we can use the green Create button. So I'm in the Grievances form. I'm going to just go ahead and click it, and it should open up our form to create a grievance. Now, the first field that we need to fill out is the title of the grievance. This should be something meaningful that relates to the grievance. So in this example, the story is that a stakeholder gave me a call, said that they're having a bit of a cough due to some dust kick up because it hasn't rained in a while. So let's go ahead and enter that in right now, just with the information I provided. The title is going to be maybe, like I said, something meaningful. So cough due to dust kick up. Now, the next field is if you have the address of the incident, if the stakeholder provided it or you know it, you can enter it here. In this case, I'm just going to enter the location. I know that this is in Anchorage, Alaska, for example. That's my project city. Now, The responsible person is the person that is in charge or actually is going to be doing the actions to solve the grievance. So let's select myself by clicking the Select Me button, but you can select other people from your staff member registry if you so choose to as well. I'm going to select myself. If the grievant wishes to remain anonymous, you could check this box here and you'll notice that it just removes the grievant box there to the right so that we don't have to tie this grievance to a stakeholder. They can remain anonymous. I'm going to uncheck this and I'm going to select our stakeholder. So maybe uh, it was Andrew Watkins here of Stellar Innovations, but it wasn't Andrew Watkins of Stellar Innovations. It was him as an individual. It wasn't his company calling or his position. So we can actually click that blue arrow as we would with comms and pick in what capacity this grievance was filed. So it wasn't filed on behalf of Stellar Innovations. It was Andrew as a member or individual of the community. Any additional team members that may be involved, you can add them here. This pulls from the staff member registry as well. You could adjust the type of grievance that is in front of you. So maybe this is a suggestion or a stakeholder's requesting some critical project information, but in this case, this is actually a grievance. This list also, FYI, fully customizable. Talk to your super user, or if you are the super user and you don't know how, talk to your CSA. We can apply some subject categories as well. These are the same as the subject categories for communications. I could click on the list. We'll just find our dust one. Doesn't seem like we have one here. Maybe just for now, we could say this is related to safety. The date of the event, they said it was yesterday on the 12th. Now, the grievance details field is where we can enter information about the actual grievance. So in this case, if you remember, the stakeholder called and said, it hasn't rained in a while, it's a little dry, there's some dust kicking up, it's causing me to cough, can you do something about it? So I'm going to just put that right here actually by typing it up, for example. So I'm going to say stakeholder reported dust. The last few details we have to enter. How did we receive this? Well, it was a phone call and it was received by me as well. The reason we have this is you can even say this was a face-to-face and select a staff member. This also pulls from your registry, someone that may be in the field that the stakeholder came up to as well. Really good method just to record that. This was also received yesterday. They called around 10 a.m. Projects, this is if you have the TDS add-on. I'm just putting it in my capsules folder. And we're going to link this to an engagement plan where it's pre-project start. We're doing a bit of digging right now during the pre-project start. And we don't have any photos, any documents that the stakeholder provided, but if we do, we can attach them here in the documents at the end. Let's go ahead and hit save and view, and that's pretty much it for creating a grievance. And there it is. Now, a lot of the fields I showed you were fields that typically you would see when a grievance is being captured. But I also want to note that there are a bunch of fields that I have turned off in the back end, like the person accountable, other grievance that may be involved, even some custom fields. You can see that there is a lot of options when capturing information on your grievances. If you feel you need more fields or the information isn't being captured, please talk to your super user or talk to your CSA. They will point you in the right direction. Now, I also want to highlight that there are different entry methods besides the one I just showed you to get grievances into Borealis. The way I showed you was just a very manual method of filling out a form to capture as much information as we possibly can. Well, I have a way to show you right now. Much like we could convert an issue into a grievance, we can also convert communications into a grievance. So I have a COM here, for example. I could just go to the Actions menu. I can go right here to Create as Grievance. And you'll see it'll pull up the field, automatically fill out some of the information like the title, Just need to fill out a few fields that we discussed previously, but you can convert comms into grievances as well. Grievances can also come from other entry points like our grievance portal, which will be discussed in a later video inside this capsule, or maybe from your portal as well. We can maybe connect Borealis using a technical bridge, for example, to have records pushed into it as well. So a lot of entry points to get in grievances for you. I just wanted to show you a more manual method. Please explore them with your CSA if this sounds like something that would be helpful for you. Thank you for watching today's video on how to create a grievance. We're going to get into managing them in the next video, so stick around for that. But as always, hope you have a wonderful day and thanks for watching.